With so much software and so many services available in the short-term rental industry these days, it's increasingly difficult to keep up to date with what's on the market and to determine whether it's a maybe or a must-have for you and your business. So meet one provider each week in a short interview, learning what they do and what they offer. So if you have around 20 minutes to spare, it could prove to be a very good investment to stick around. So let's see who and what is out there, one by one, with me, Deborah Larby, also known as the Guest Inspector. Hello everyone and welcome to the Texplain series. We all know how important a website is, but we also know that a website can be a big commitment. Some just want somewhere to guide their guests to book with them without going through all the associated headaches and cost of a full website. Some people use Facebook, some use Instagram, but what exactly can you share with that potential guest on those platforms? How do you share all of your property details, your reviews, and even information about your local area easily without a website? Well, we're about to find out how. Today, my guest is Adams, who's going to explain to us what Booklee does. Hello, Adams. How are you?
Hi, Deborah. Thanks for having us. Really excited to share a booklet with you. So, yeah, thanks.
And pleasure to find out about Booklee, a little fresh startup, and always good to know about what's coming up in the market. So, Adams, let's start with the first question. In one sentence, what does Booklee do?
In one sentence, Booklee is a simple drag and drop booking page builder, and that's it. Simple as that. So Booklee, the process how you build it is essentially we have our own builder tool. Imagine a simple website building tool where you paste in your existing OTA link. So imagine you're listed on Airbnb, VRBO, Booking.com, whatever. You paste in that link into our builder tool, and it's gonna spit out you a template booking landing page for you that you can just simply drag and drop the content onto it, and that's it. You essentially build a booking page for you in just 5 minutes.
Yes. So this is one thing when I was looking at your website, it sort of seemed like a web page, a landing page, and a direct booking page. It just seemed to be all of these things merging. So the thing is, you can still have a website, but this is like the landing page for people to land on, and it's sort of like a summary of everything that a property manager would have, then leading them into the website, right?
Right. So we are in the early stage of Booklee, so we're quite new. Yes, all the features you just mentioned, landing page, booking page, and that you can redirect your guests somewhere elsewhere, that's essentially what Booklee is right now. But we are still a lot of room to grow. But as of now, Booklee is a simple landing page for your properties on which you can display the most important information for your guests. So we have like 3 core pillars that we build Booklee on. One is the trust. One is that guests buy with their eyes. We see first, then we buy, right? And then the freedom, the flexibility that they can book however they want and offer them really good booking experience. So these are the core 3 pillars that Booklee is built on. So how it plays out essentially is that Booklee allows you to aggregate all of your reviews from all of the sources you have. So imagine you have listed on all of the OTAs, Booking.com, VRBO, TripAdvisor, Airbnb, on every one of those. And you just want to have a simple booking page for your listing or multiple listings on a single page that is simple and converts really nicely and looks really nice. And Booklee allows you to do that. And you can pull all of the reviews from those sources onto one page, have all of those booking options onto one page, and display really nice, crisp looking pictures of your property on a single page. And essentially, it's going to generate you a simple one-page link that you can share wherever you want. So yeah, that's how this essentially works right now.
Yeah. So I can understand the scenario of a landing page with one property.
Exactly, yeah.
I have 3 properties. Then I create a property link on Booklee. And then someone goes, oh, I like this photo and the location, obviously, it's done its job. I want to learn more. And I click on the link. I still stay on Booklee. I still see the gallery, the listing information, and the reviews for that property while still on Booklee.
Right.
Okay.
And yeah, so to return to your question, once guests click book, as of now, there are multiple options. What you as the owner, as a host, you can do. You can either redirect them to your OTA listing if you want to do that. So imagine you have a social media account, Instagram, and you have created Booklee for your Instagram in the bio. So imagine someone is scrolling Instagram and finds your property, is intrigued by the property, and wants to book you, and they would click the Booklee link in your bio. And then the Booklee landing page would pop up, all of the reviews, nice pictures, say with some lists to do with the local area to kind of entice the essentially your social media viewer into booking with you, right? With these conversion factors, 3 pillars I just mentioned.
Mm.
And then once they click the book, again, you can redirect them to your Airbnb if you wish to do so. Some existing Booklee users redirect to their existing direct booking website. Just have like this another layer that makes to make sure that actually your followers book with you, to make them excited about the booking. And what we have seen also, some list their direct contact details under the book button. So imagine you just type in your phone number under the book button. So once a guest clicks the book button, they're gonna get automatically dial you or open a WhatsApp or Messenger, and they can just right away directly text you and ask questions or essentially inquire about their booking if they wish to do so. So there is a bunch of options as of now where you can redirect your potential guests under the book button.
Yeah.
But we have a lot of features and stuff that are within our development pipeline that we want to develop. But I guess we can delve into that a bit later on. What's under the book button? So
Yeah. So the thing is, you're talking about trust, and I think that if you're pulling in reviews from all of these sites, and the fact that the book now button, they can be offered Airbnb, Booking.com, VRBO, or your own direct website. And I love the fact that you've got a little reward. If you want to book direct, free Wi-Fi or free parking, you can add your little, this is your gift if you book direct. I think having all of those methods to book, again, tells the guest, hey, this property is everywhere. It's got to exist.
exactly.
Gotten through all these websites, then it must exist, plus all those reviews. So
Exactly.
great. Yeah. So you create your landing page through the drag and drop features. You can pull in your property information from one of the listing sites. You can also create your own. If you've got your own direct book site, you can't be bringing that in. You just have to upload your property yourself on Booklee.
Right. There's also that option as well. So Booklee, how we build it is super automatic. So if you are listed on OTAs, you can just paste in the link, and we're gonna pull in all of the information you have on your listing onto your Booklee site, and you just have to just drag and drop the content wherever you want it to be placed, essentially. But if you don't have that, if you're not listed on OTAs, there's also the option that you can pull in photos, galleries from your PC or whatever, and you would just do that, add into galleries, and type in the text you want to display on your site, and that's it. It's a super straightforward and easy process to do that.
Yeah, it's also one thing I like about it is that you can also do the local area information as well. So people, when they travel, the first thing is, where are we going?
Right.
And so the fact that you can offer local information and give it up front. You've got YouTube clips that you can add and things.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I think having the destination stuff on that landing page on your phone is great.
Exactly right. So, I mean, in this business, essentially what it boils down to is that we as a host are selling an experience, right? People are coming to vacation. They have some certain emotions they expect. They want to be happy. They want to enjoy the property. They want to enjoy the local area. They're not booking a stay. They're not buying a simple house, right? They're buying a package of emotions, if you will. So to kind of return to your point there, that Booklee is kind of a small proxy into that, right? They see a nice looking page with good reviews. You can even like choose the reviews you want to display on Booklee. You can display nice pictures. It to make it essentially pop. And on top of that, you can list things to do in the local area, or redirect your potential guests to a list of that you've, I don't know, put up yourself with local things to do, or whether it's a TripAdvisor or whatever. Yeah, so you kind of highlight and make sure that your potential guests see the whole package that they're buying, not just the stay, the whole package of experience. So, yeah.
Very interesting. Now, one thing that I just said actually a little earlier, which is one of my questions, is this just purely something that can be accessed on the phone?
No. So Booklee can also be accessed on desktop. Yes, it's a simple website, right? If you would Google your Booklee website on PC, it would show up in simple search, right? Why mobile phone is kind of our first, say, platform that we kind of prioritize is that. So a little backstory. Our team, we are a host ourselves, right? And we were on these OTAs. We just kind of started brainstorming of ways how to grow outside OTAs. And we saw that a lot of hosts are actually trying this social media thing, Instagram, Facebook. Now some are even on TikTok and all that stuff. But there was this issue: how do you actually convert that traffic into bookings, right? That was kind of our light bulb moment that hosts need something on these mediums to turn that traffic into bookings. So that was our initial idea point that we decided, oh wow, these potential guests essentially need some like a small business card or small landing page for these social media accounts, right? Instagram, Facebook, to kind of incentivize them to book. And that's kind of our idea to kind of prioritize mobile phone as a first platform to focus on came about, right?
Yeah.
That we want to create a nice, simple booking landing page that is mobile first for hosts on social medias. But yeah, it has grown outside of that right now, but that's why the focus, if you will, on mobile phone is for us.
I think you summed it up. You hit the nail on the head. This is something that I was also thinking when I was looking at your site. It is almost like your business card,
Exactly.
your company business card, but it's got so much more information. It's convenient. It's a summary, and it's right there when they need it. And
Exactly.
when you click on a link sometimes and you go to a website, the website's got a lot of pages, and you've got to click here and there, and so having this summarized on one landing page and acting as a funnel to, okay, what do you want to know more about? And then to redirect them wherever, and having all those reviews on there is great. I like that idea a lot.
Exactly, right. So yeah, you just don't want to make your potential guests gonna be overwhelmed with information. You know the specific points of your property that make you unique, that make your potential guests excited about you. You know those key factors, and Booklee kind of really narrows down on that it makes sure that these key factors of your property are displayed on a single nice looking page that kind of incentivizes and gets your guests excited about your property to book it, right? And yeah, you put it really good there. That's nice.
I think the appeal of this also is that no coding required, drag and drop, fill in the gaps, fill in the fields. Yeah, I think that, obviously that would appeal to a lot of people, because sometimes when you talk about website and WordPress, and sometimes it's a bit like, oh, I don't know.
It gets technical, right? It gets technical, and especially like we hosts, we run around all the time, right? Something breaks down, then there's messaging, then there's other property, then I don't know, then something I need to pick up my kids from the kindergarten, whatever. We don't have a lot of time to essentially run the business, and if you have a tool like that that's super streamlined, super automatic, that essentially is a simple drag and drop, and you're super flexible. Yeah, it's important for hosts to have a tool like that is super streamlined and easy to use, right? So yeah, it's really important for us as well.
Yeah. So what is your unique selling point?
Right. The previous answer question is really nice way to segue into this. It's essentially it is exactly that if you wanna have a simple, nice booking landing page that kind of doesn't have all these bells and whistles that PMSs have or other booking website builders out there, that is super quick, super fast, flexible. You are in control of everything, and it only takes 5 minutes to set up, then Booklee is for you, right? And yeah, Booklee is a nice, simple looking business card, a one-link business card for your property or properties that aggregates all of your reviews, lists local things to do in a nice, simple, fun manner that kind of helps you to increase these conversions, helps to get your guests excited about yourself, about your property, right? And yeah, that's what we're trying to offer, and that's what we strive to be, right? Super easy, super fast tool to help hosts boost their conversions.
I'm trying to think of it using Booklee without a website. So when a guest wants to book, they can book through the OTAs. But is there another way that they can book direct if the owner doesn't have a website? Let's say they've just got 1 or 2 properties and they don't have a website. Like you said, I suppose if someone wants to book, they can call. That you can set the book is to a WhatsApp message or call. So someone can still take bookings without having a website and they're still direct.
Exactly, yes. So there are markets globally that hospitality industry, business hospitality industry is still done over Facebook, Messenger, or WhatsApp. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, Greece is pretty big on WhatsApp, and it's super common for them to just get in contact with hosts in Greece on WhatsApp and ask for what dates are open, essentially inquire about their booking on WhatsApp. So yeah, I mean, there is that possibility just to leave your WhatsApp link, your phone number, email, so that your guests can contact you directly and inquire about the booking. That is a possibility there. A bit more about our future endeavors, what we're really trying to work on. We see that direct booking is, in a way, the future the hospitality is going in, right? And that's at Booklee what we are essentially working on really hard right now. We want to create that we can process the direct booking payments within Booklee. So you wouldn't need to redirect your guests to your OTA or a different website or make them call you directly, that they can pay and book you and select the dates within Booklee.
But that's going to take a lot of integrations because you need to have dates, you need to have prices, you need to have calendars.
Exactly. I mean, yeah, we have put a massive to-do list with a lot of checkboxes that are still unticked, but we are going there. That's the future, and essentially that's what I also hear with existing Booklee users, that they want to have this feature that they can offer the direct booking experience.
I've got an idea for you. I'll tell you after.
Sure, I'm really open to that. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's fantastic. So I think we sort of have touched on this, but why would I use your product?
So yeah, kind of if you look at the past, how we arrived at this point, the team essentially the team I'm working with, the team that is behind Booklee, we are hosts ourselves, right? We wanted to grow outside Airbnb, we wanted to grow outside OTAs, and we started to explore opportunities outside Airbnb. There's WordPress, there's Squarespace, Boostly, another great agency that help you do that. And even within the PMSs, you can set up a nice, simple templated direct booking website. But what we quickly realized is that there's no super simple and flexible tool within the industry. Agencies to build a booking website usually take up to 1 month to set up the site, and they are require large investments into that site. PMSs, their internal website builders, are simple templates. There's not a lot of you can do with them. It's a simple templated website that you cannot really personalize yourself. And Squarespace and WordPress and similar tools, they're okay, yes, but there's still kind of that learning curve once you get really familiar with the tool, then you can essentially only then create a nice looking website. So there was no tool that is super simple, flexible, and that you're in control of everything.
Mm.
And that is what Booklee is trying to solve here, right?
Yeah.
That you just simply paste in your OTA listing link. It pulls out all of your existing information from that listing, puts onto your website and says, okay, here's your template website. Now just go and have fun with it. Just drag and drop the stuff you want. You want a promotion? Okay, drop here a promotion. Don't want the promotion, pull it out. And yeah, Booklee is, we try to build Booklee as super simple, as super streamlined as possible.
Yeah.
So
I would actually describe it as maybe the first word's not right, but I would describe it as like an automated funnel, because you've got the photo on Instagram and someone wants to learn more, and then there's like, okay, you're feeding them little bits, and then they want to learn more, and then they've gone down the next level of the funnel. So it's sort of like not an automated funnel, but the beginning of a funnel. Yeah.
That's a good way to put it. That's
Okay.
exactly.
Now, I didn't. Well, I had a little play around with Booklee and set up a little fake account. I didn't notice any branding. If I have a Booklee account, do I see Booklee anywhere? My guests see Booklee in the domain? But is there any other Booklee on the page?
No, it's a completely white label tool. So there's no Booklee watermark whatsoever on your website. It's just you on your website.
Yeah.
The only place you see Booklee is the domain, but we are working on to change that. So essentially, you will have the possibility to have your own domain there. So once we have released that feature, essentially there will be no trace that that website, that landing page is made with Booklee.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Great. Now, who is your target audience? Now, how many properties, how big a company would be your ideal audience?
Right. So as for properties, we have made Booklee pages for an owner who has 45 plus properties, and for hosts that have just one property. So there's not like a specific amount of properties you need to have to really take advantage of Booklee, right?
Mhm.
But what we see is that Booklee is more suited for the hosts that have 2, 3, maybe 4 properties. That's like really the sweet spot for Booklee, since you won't have a lot of like cluttered information on your page, and you can really make it pop, make it really nice looking with just 3, 4 properties. And as for the location, I mean, it's global. Hosts are all around the world. The ones that are using are around the world essentially. We have a lot of them are in the USA, Australia. We have some in the Africa using the tool. So yeah.
Fantastic. And if I sign up for it, I believe, okay, what is the cost to sign up? I believe there are 3 levels.
Right. So there is 7-day free trial. And as for the setup cost, there is none. What is also cool is that we offer a free concierge service. What that means is that if you don't have the time, or you just I don't know, are struggling with the tool itself, there's actually someone who's gonna jump in and build the page for you in 3 days time. So like the onboarding process, the 7 days are super fast and easy and seamless essentially, and it's completely free the 7 days. And after that, we have 2 pricing plans at the moment. One is standard, and this other one is premium. The difference between the two is that with premium, you can have more than 3 properties essentially. If you have more properties than a single property, then you would opt for the premium plan. And as for the pricing, it starts from simple $9 a month, and it just goes up to $20 if you have like 4 properties.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, I spotted the unlimited. So that's the one that's coming soon with the domain.
Exactly. That's the one that's coming soon with domain features and newsletters features, analytics, and then direct bookings and all that stuff. So
and
it's in
different
the making.
languages.
And different languages. Yeah, that's that's another feature that we have heard from some hosts that they would want to have the option, like at the right top corner, right? That your guests will click and then choose their flag, their language, they want to see your page in.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Yeah.
that's another thing we're working on.
Yeah. I think that's great.
Thank you.
So once I sign up as a property manager, there's no contract, is there? I just pay monthly. And if I say, you know what, I'm retiring from the industry, I just go bye.
Exactly. No contracts. It's no strings attached. You just sign up, create the page. If you like it, nice, subscribe. If you don't like it, you can unsubscribe in, I don't know, next 5 minutes if you decide to not use the tool. It's super quick and easy and to set it up.
That's great. Well, we've come to the end of the usual questions. Is there something that we haven't touched on that you think we should know about Booklee?
I think we covered everything pretty much. Yes, I mean, the one thing that I kind of touched upon already is the direct booking processing feature, right? That is what we are working right now, and we see that all of hosts are requesting for that feature essentially within Booklee, that you can create a nice, simple booking landing page that my guests can book me directly and process the payments, all the calendars and availability and pricing within Booklee. So the direct booking feature is coming. We are working on that, and then hopefully it's sooner than later. So yeah, that's from my side.
That's great. If you have any questions for Adams, you can pop them in the comments below, and I will put a link for Booklee in the description below as well. Adams, it's been fantastic learning about Booklee.
Thank you, Deborah, for having us. It was amazing. Thank you.
Really good. Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you'd like to catch up on ones you've missed, just head to thetechexplainedseries.com, or if you're short for time, you can head to thetechminis.com, where you'll find extra short interviews. See you next time.